Hello everyone and welcome back to my US Diary official YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In Forrester's main office, Brooke teases Ridge about the splash she made in Italy. He asks her not to joke about the deliverance, and she breathes, "That was enough amazing." Taking stock, she points out he still hasn't broken his engagement to Taylor. How long is she supposed to stay? Brooke admits she liked the attention from Nick, but confesses she was trying to make Ridge jealous so he'd come back to her. Nick knew that, which is why he left. Taylor, meanwhile, is planning a marriage. Is Brooke being a fool? She deserves to know. Pressing her point, Brooke reminds Ridge he promised to make facts right after what happened in Italy. So are we going to spend the rest of our lives together? Or is our love story going to end? She urges him to do commodity. Taylor is excited by a surprise visit from Thomas. They embrace. Taylor asks if Douglas is with him. Thomas says he's enjoying the last blast of summer with his musketeers overseas. They go over her being in love with his father and engaged to him. Taylor vows they'll marry and live together ever. Taylor complains to Thomas that Eric is still supporting Brooke's cause, despite her and Ridge living on his property. Switching gears, they bandy Steffi, who'll be back for the marriage. Thomas sensations at his parents being back together at long last. After they're wedded, Brooke will no way intrude again. Thomas fishes to find out if Brooke is stirring the pot. Taylor shrugs that she thinks she's fighting for what she wants. Ridge doesn't want to hurt her, but he's back with her where he should be. Thomas states the egregious, saying Taylor's been left heartbroken ahead. This time's different, right? Tay, auspicious as ever, insists it'll be. Waking up in the Forrester guest house, Electra and will tell each other how inconceivable last night was and kiss. They snuggle, susurrus, and kiss until Electra reminds him they've to go to work. Another makeout sesh begins. At Lee's place, Luna wears a disguise to take a delivery of a small bag. Her aunt/grandmother appears and asks, "What's in the bag?" Luna asks her to leave her alone. Lee, as one would anticipate, smothers about her speaking to her that way and warns she's playing a dangerous game if someone finds out she's alive. Lee lectures about Luna sneaking out and says she's lucky. Luna tricks, "You've no idea how lucky." Lee wants to know what she means. Is she stalking Finn? Luna says she's not and placates Lee by telling her she's thankful she's speaking to attorneys. She assures her she's good at keeping secrets. "There's no way I'm going back to captivity." Lee harps about Luna's cockiness until her phone rings. She has to take the call and steps out. Luna pounces on the riddle bag, which, of course, contains a gestation test. In the main office, Brooke and Ridge are still at it. He doesn't want to hurt Taylor and his kitties again. Brooke clucks that he did this to himself and now he has to fix this. He needs to go tell Taylor he made a mistake. She declares they can't live without each other, and they embrace as Thomas watches and listens. Revealing himself, Thomas wants to know what he's walked by on. As this unfolds, Taylor is mooning over recollections of Ridge like a teenager across city. Brooke welcomes Thomas home and leaves him and Ridge alone. Ridge learns that Douglas is still in France and that he's seen his mama, who's agitated about getting wedded, only he walked by and saw Brooke in his arms. He warns that Brooke will come more hopeless as the marriage nears. He wants his father to confirm the marriage is still passing. In the Forrester guest house, Will ignores an announcement on his phone in favor of expressing his love to Electra again. As she settles in on his casket, he flashes to the riddle coitus after his party and frets internally. At Brooke's place, Hope and Liam grasp as he asks, "Do'n't you?" She pulls back and he can tell by her expression he's correct. He snoots. Liam asks how she set about, and also answers his own question, "Steffi." He confirms, "I'm dying." Hope cries. Liam was trying to avoid this. He made Steffi and Finn promise he wouldn't tell anyone. Steffi was adamant about me coming clean, and I guess she just took matters into her own hands. Hope asks him not to be upset with Steffi. "I'm thankful to know. I want to be there for you, Liam. She's just having a hard time with illegal it is, and why him? There's not enough time," she wails. "We see and lose you." Liam takes her in his arms again. Hope says Steffi must have been scarified to find him unconscious. Liam's sure she was, but she flew into action and got him to the sanitarium. He tells her how the platoon saved him by drilling a hole into the reverse of his head, hence his fashion choice lately. Just when he was recovering, he learned he'd an inoperable mass on his brain. Hope thinks there must be commodity they can do. Liam assures her he's formerly in the stylish hands. She complains they're just letting him die. Liam tells Hope the last thing he wants to do is leave her. Her and the girls, they're so youthful and what and understand. He wanted to watch them grow into women. And I do and get to have that. The tableware filling is that this has made him really apprehensive of how precious life is and how much he still has to live for. At the Precipice house, Finn and Steffi bandy whether Liam will be upset with her for telling Hope. Steffi insists she needs this time to suffer and reuse so she can help her son too. She went against Liam's wishes, but it had to be done. Finn concedes that Steffi did what she had to do. Hope demanded to know, "She's Beth's mama." He asks how she took it. Steffi says she was shocked and devastated. Steffi recalls how hard it was to tell Hope the father of her son was dying. She spit out and Hope couldn't believe it. In the end, she was thankful that she told her, but didn't want to accept it. She told her everything about the brain mass and that he didn't want anyone to know. "But I felt like I demanded to tell her." Finn understands it was because of how close they're and the bond they have. Steffi recalls the look on Hope's face when it sunk in. "I'm really the only person who understands what she's going through." Finn remarks that it's strange for Steffi to be in a position to empathize with Hope. He thinks she'll have to be there for Hope, and Hope will have to be there for her. Two maters. Helping each other suffer and keeping Liam's memory alive. Steffi gashes over, "Yeah, you're right. I know what's going on with Hope, and that means she can say the same about me." In Forrester's design office, Carter bangs his fist on the office. He sees at work for allowing about Hope, and flashes through recollections of kissing her. Brooke walks by and says he seems distracted. She's not trying to pry. Carter admits he was allowing about Hope. Carter and Brooke agree that it doesn't feel right without Hope there. He recaps that Steffi dissented with bringing her back. She always does when it comes to Hope. Carter tells Brooke he doesn't remorse giving the company back, it was the right thing to do, but it may have bring him his love. Carter recaps that he didn't stand up for Hope or walk out with her. Brooke thinks he was in shock and it was normal considering the situation. It doesn't take down from the man he is. She respects him and the passions he has for her son. Carter laughs when she says she was just talking to Cleric about this. She told him Carter is still committed to Hope, and that deep down, Hope is still in love with him. Carter smiles. Carter agrees with Brooke. Hope's passions for him haven't changed, she's just guarding herself because she feels he turned his reverse on her. Brooke urges him not to give up. "I know, my son. She does love you." Carter will no way give up. He knows they've a future together. At the Precipice house, Steffi is surprised to learn from Finn that Liam went out. She suppositions that he's gone to see Hope and supposes he'll figure out that she knows. Finn asks if she has any regrets about telling her. Steffi doesn't. He'll need all the support he can get. At Brooke's place, Liam tells Hope he always felt lucky, but it's ironic it took Commodity profoundly unlucky to help him see how fortunate he's been. The life he's gotten to live. It's been so full of joy and curiosity, adventure and smiles. He'd the stylish mama, her life was each encompassing. Also he met his pater. And 2 sisters. There's Hope and Beth, and Steffi and Kelly. He's a little pissed off that he wouldn't get to see and do more, but he can't justify being angry. They should all be savoring every moment they can and making every second of every day count. Liam breaks down and cries. Hope tells him they appreciate every nanosecond they get to spend with him. She and Beth will cherish the time they've with him. Liam heartbreaks, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. Hope tells him people love him and want to be there for him. Liam doesn't want the aesthetics of pity or to go out as a burden. Hope urges him to give the people who love him a chance. Do and make that decision for them. They express their love. She observes that they've been through so important together she feels like she took it for granted and needs to apologize. She assumed he'd always be there. Liam still will be one way or another. Hope weeps. Liam reprises, I'm with you, always.